So let me ask you this. Have you ever filled your cart at Costco just to leave it there with all the items in it? That almost never happens. But in today's world, people are abandoning carts left and right with online stores. In fact, the average cart abandonment rate for online stores is 70%. 70% of people who've shown high interest in your products abandon their carts, and most never even come back. Let's do the math real quick. Only 30% of people who add to cart end up placing an order with you. That means if your store is doing 30K per month, you're losing 70,000 of potential revenue on those lost carts. These are not just any random people. These are people who raised their hands and showed interest in your products enough to add to cart or initiate checkout. Now, there are a lot of reasons why people abandon those carts. And at the end of this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how you can get into your customers' minds and figure out those reasons so you can address them in your marketing early on. The earlier you address these objections, the more people you'll be able to convert. Now, you probably already have those cart and checkout abandonment flows to recover some of those lost sales. However, most brands stop at that. Klaviyo says that on average, the conversion rate on cart abandonment flows is around 3.33%. If you are at the top 10% of brands recovering those carts, you'll be at 7.69%. Let's be very generous and say that your cart abandonment flow is converting 10% of people into sales. That still means that 90% of those high interest carts are potentially lost forever. Shouldn't your brand be doing more to recover those lost sales than just basic abandonment flows? And the answer is absolutely yes. In this video, I'm going to show you a quick to implement strategy to recover as many of those lost sales as possible, even from older carts. I'll also show you one little known tactic that only takes 5 minutes to implement, yet will have a huge impact on your cart recovery. Stick till the end because I'm going to be sharing one of my absolute favorite tactics to get inside your customers' minds and understand why they are not buying from you so we can address those objections early on. One thing to note is that throughout this video, I'm going to be referring to both cart and checkout abandonment interchangeably. Those are actually two different things. One is someone adding to cart and then abandoning, and the other one is someone taking the next step, which is initiating checkout and then abandoning. But for the sake of simplicity, I'm just going to be using either cart or checkout abandonment. So let's get right into it. Here's the exact step-by-step process on how we recover carts for our e-commerce clients. Step number 1, create a segment with your cart abandoners. These are people who can receive email marketing from you. They added to cart or initiated checkout in the last 90 or 120 days. You can test this first and then expand maybe to 180 or 365, and they need to have not placed an order in that time frame. So can receive email marketing, add it to cart, initiate a checkout, and have not placed an order in the last 90 or 120 days. Step number 2, create a campaign with your best offer. I call this the Hail Mary offer. Remember, this has to be a better offer than what you gave them in your cart abandonment or checkout abandonment flows. This email should include a dynamic section of the product they abandoned, your offer to them front and center, your guarantee or risk reversal, and then last one is social proof. If you include all of these 4 elements in your email, then it will have a higher chance of converting those lost carts. Step number 3, send that campaign to those lost carts. Step number 4, watch the money roll in as some of those potentially lost forever carts are recovered. This is such a simple strategy, yet I don't see a lot of e-com brands implementing it at the moment. And a bonus tip, you can actually experiment with multiple offers in that email. You can experiment with percentage offers, a buy one get one, or a free gift with purchase. Now remember that little hack that I mentioned earlier that only takes 5 minutes to implement yet will have a huge impact on your cart recovery? Wait 3 days after you send your campaign and then go in and see exactly which offer converted best in terms of revenue. Then simply save that email as a template and add it into your cart or checkout abandonment flow. Let's say you have 4 emails in your cart abandonment that span across 10 days. Add a time delay of 15 or 20 days and simply add your campaign there. And that's it. 5 minutes of work equals thousands and thousands of dollars in recovered cart sales. At this point, if someone has still not converted, then giving them a bigger offer is simply not going to work because they might have an objection that's preventing them from placing an order with you. One of my favorite hacks that you can use to get inside of your customers' minds and figure out exactly why they are abandoning their carts is to simply ask for feedback. You can add a 7-day delay to that cart abandonment flow after you send that big offer and then simply send them an email asking for their feedback. This would work better if it's a plain text personal email directly from you. You can do this in multiple simple ways. You can either ask them to reply to your email directly with their feedback or why they haven't placed an order with you. You can create a form using tools like Typeform to ask for their feedback, or you could ask them for a 15-minute call with you. This works really well, especially if you're at beginning stages of your brand. Now, most of those abandoners are not just gonna take time of their day just to submit feedback for you. And since your best offer hasn't worked to convert them, making another offer is simply not going to do much for you. Here's what to do instead. Appeal to their kindness. Mention your mission, your vision, and how just a couple of minutes from their day can make a huge impact. Second, offer them a free gift with no strings attached. Choose a gift that has a high perceived value to them, but also a low manufacturing cost for you. And you can simply send it to them after they submit their feedback or talk to you. You might think, well, they haven't bought from me, so I doubt that a free gift from my store is going to convince them to submit their feedback. Well, people love getting free stuff, even if they don't need them. And if this still doesn't work, you can simply offer them a gift card from Amazon or from another retailer. This is a last resort in case you're not getting enough submissions. What you can do after is to look at that feedback maybe once a month and figure out exactly how you can address those objections early on in the funnel. So there you have it, a few more ways to convert as many of those lost carts as possible. If you implement everything I mentioned in this video, then you'll be able to recover thousands of dollars in carts that might have otherwise been lost forever. If you'd like me to look into your email and SMS account and perform a full in-depth audit, including your existing abandonment flows, just click on the link in the description to schedule a quick call with me. Our clients generate between 35 to 50% of their total revenue through email and SMS. I'll also share with you 3 low-hanging fruits that you can implement in your account to start generating more revenue in as little as 24 hours. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, the notification, and take a look at this other video.